Hello, hello, hello. Rico McDouble here, and thank you for stopping at my channel. I have a very important question for you today. Maybe you can answer it. Why is there not more millionaires in this world? Why is it only to 1%? Well, it's closer to 2%. But why is only 2% of the population millionaires? Why is it not 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, 90, 99%? I mean, the United States here makes it so easy. I mean, the government pays you to stay home and not work, right? So why is there not more millionaires? I mean, heck, you can get on YouTube and make videos like this and get paid. I mean, so why is there not more millionaires? I mean, I was on TikTok the other day. Evil TikTok. Have to delete that thing quite a bit. Anywho, there was a guy making money for people watching him watch a cartoon. He was watching Dragon Ball Z. It's a cartoon, if you guys don't know. Pretty good one. But anyways, I digress. So, why is there not more millionaires? Oh, you guys don't know? You expect me? My bad. I forgot how YouTube worked. You guys came here to get the answer from me, not for me to get from me. Okay. Well, lucky for you guys, I do have the answer. A lot of it has to do with fear. Okay? People are afraid. People are afraid to become millionaires. It's not as easy as, well, a lot of people think it's not easy. It is easy, but it's not. It's a different kind of easy. But a lot of people got this concept in their mind because they're being programmed that becoming a millionaire is just hard work. That it's either hard work or it's dishonest work. And they think that the rich are underhanded, sneaky, conniving, or just extremely lucky, or born the right demographic. A lot of misinformation for sure. Heck, with entrepreneurship, demographic doesn't matter. We all know that. You guys are smart enough. You're here. You want to learn. Demographics does not matter. Rich, poor, don't matter your race, your nationality, your sex, your religion. It don't matter who you are. You got the same opportunity as anyone else in any other part of this country to become rich. A lot of it has to do with comfort too. People are too comfortable in their little boxes, and they fear that if they leave their box, that they won't be able to return back to their comfort whenever things get too hard for them. And it's understandable. This is just the way we're raised. We're raised now where our parents are taking care of their kids up until they have kids that they're taking care of. It's an ongoing cycle. You have 90-year-old adults still taking care of their children, that their children are still living. It's just, people don't want to leave their comfort anymore. They're especially this day of COVID, people just, it's fear of leaving their comfort zones. It's also in the education. People are no longer educating themselves. They get done with school, they're done with school. They don't want to go back. Rightfully so. You don't learn much of anything education-wise. It's more of the social aspect than the education aspect. But people don't continue their education. It's not all about formal education either. We're talking about just educating yourself, whether how to change your own oil or how to film your own movies. There's a story that Kevin Smith, Bruce Willis did about Kevin Smith. He was in one of Kevin Smith's movies. He's a director, actor. His most notable movies was Clerk and characters of Jay and Silent Bob. Anyways, he did this movie called Cop Out that starred Bruce Willis. And Bruce Willis was asking Kevin Smith what kind of camera or what kind of frame he was using on a camera, so that way he knew where to stand for the picture. And Kevin Smith did not know the name of the frames. He just went up to him and said, I'm doing this one. I want this frame. So he had Bruce Willis had to figure it out by this instead of by the name. And it's because Kevin Smith never went to schooling to learn all this stuff. He self-taught himself. He through trial and error, he learned how to make films. And it's an example of continuing education and educating yourself. And a lot of people are too lazy to do that. They don't succeed in life because they don't care to educate. Promotions don't come easy for them because they don't feel like learning the job before applying for it. Laziness. A lot of people are too lazy to even try. They think it's too hard. They think it's impossible. They think that it's not in their grasp to even give it a shot to try. Procrastination is another thing. A lot of people may get the idea, it's like, oh, I've got $1 million idea right now, let's put it to work. And then they sit on it for months and months and months. Somebody may be able to sing or be able to draw, but yet they rather go partying with friends instead of working on their job. Procrastination is a real big influencer to why there aren't more millionaires. Millionaires are not procrastinators. A lot of them actually are. I'm a procrastinator, yet I've learned to break that habit. It's a nasty habit. More people are submissive than not. They're more comfortable being submissive. They're more comfortable with somebody else giving them orders. They're more follower than a leader. They rather take orders and do a job of somebody else that is successful than actually do the effort to work themselves. Their only goal in life is to do the bare minimum so they can survive. They don't care about living beyond their expected means or their expected outcome. That being said, a lot of people like to live outside their means. And because they like to live outside their means, it doesn't give them opportunity to become rich. And a lot of people lack the motivation. A lot of people just don't have motivation to become rich. Their motivation, they work a 9-to-5 job, they get home, they jump on a video game and play video games all afternoon and go to sleep and go back to work. Their motivation is to get that next paycheck, and their motivation is to get that next paycheck so they can pay that internet so they can continue playing their games. There's a lot of people like that, and for society, that's why we have a lot of these fast food jobs that are entryway jobs that should be $15 an hour and not $30 an hour like they're expecting, because people are not motivated enough to work beyond that. Otherwise, they would be working beyond it. Sacrifice. A lot of these people don't become millionaires because they don't want to sacrifice. To become a millionaire, you've got to do a lot of sacrifice. While this millionaire over here is a millionaire because while Joe Blow over here working at McDonald's for $15 an hour, he goes and works his 5-day week and spends a weekend out partying and spends his whole entire paycheck on alcohol and movies and games and having fun. Okay? That's what he's living for, paycheck to paycheck. Now, this millionaire over here doesn't get that opportunity. He didn't, instead of working that, he worked that same 9-to-5 job and $15 an hour, but instead, on the weekends, he didn't go play. He took that money and worked a second job, maybe even a third job. Took all that money and invested it and made that sacrifice to increase his revenue. He gave up his weekends. He gave up his partying, his social life. He never got a chance to meet the love of his life and play that new game or watch that new TV show. He never got to see Squid Games or Game of Thrones or Cobra Kai or whatever's popular now. His focus was on work, making money, sacrificing his time for that money. And a lot of people think that they're owed what that person sacrificed because they didn't want to sacrifice it. But that's a story for another day. Another thing is a lot of people's priorities are not aligned. Some people may cry about wanting to make that extra income, right? But then every morning they get up late to roll into work late, but they have to stop by their Starbucks, get that $8 cup of coffee and go into work late and sit around and do nothing at work all day and come home, get off work early, come home, play their video games, drink beers with the guys, go bowling. You know, their priorities are a little bit more different than that of the millionaire that wants to retire at 40. You know, it's people's priorities are not set up the same, and that's why there's not so many millionaires as what there could be. Having a negative mindset and negative environment. A lot of people, there may be somebody that's a hell of a good singer, better than Katy Perry, better than Reba, better than Garth Brooks. You know, they have a very wonderful voice, but yet they're in a negative environment and their environment is full of toxicity that they're told that they'll never make it. So they never sing out in public. They never take their skills out into public because they've got that negative mindset that they can't do it. And their environment period, they put themselves in an environment that does not let them thrive. And they don't want to leave that comfort zone because to them, that negative environment is their comfort zone. So if they were to if they would move themselves out of that comfort zone and turn their talent into profit, then they would be millionaires. But they're already set up for failure because they have that negative mindset that they're never going to be good at anything, that it's going to be hard to become rich and famous, and that their environment's just not environment welcoming of motivation or progression. Well, that's a little bit of my list of why there aren't many millionaires out there. I hope a lot of it made sense. A lot of it's just my rambling. you correct these negativities in your life, then you have more opportunity of becoming a millionaire. Really, it's not that hard. It's easy. You remove yourself out of that comfort zone. You get educated. You stop being lazy. You become a leader, not a follower. Become motivated. Get your priorities aligned. And get in a positive mindset and a positive environment. You can become a millionaire with just a little bit of hard work. And I hope to see every single one of you as at my millionaire party when it comes up. Peace out.